Alright, so welcome to this video. I hope you've been enjoying all the videos so far. Part of what I promised you is I was going to give you the three hottest niches to profit from in this lockdown period. Now, note that these niches are niches that are evergreen. I mean, they are niches that have been profitable, but this particular period they received a very high demand. Okay, very high demand for, of course, obvious reasons, right? So, I don't want to take too much time in this video. I just want to give you go straight into the main point actually, right? So the three hottest niches to profit from in this lockdown period. Let's go to number one. Good. So the first and most important and more or less like the biggest niche at the moment is e-course covers design, right? E-course covers design. When I say e-course covers, I mean ebook covers, I mean video covers design, podcasts, and basically e-learning materials online. Now, you see, during this period of lockdown and partial lockdown, during this period, if you notice, a lot of people with skills have started teaching their skills online, right? In terms of in form of ebooks, in form of videos, in form of membership groups. Okay, a lot of people started doing that this period, and it was crazy, right? People were spending a lot of money on e-covers, on video covers, on podcasts, right? Even in freelance sites also, they received that kind of demand also. Why? Because it's obvious. I mean, they weren't going to work, they were all locked down, so people needed some e-cash, right? You see photographers selling their e-materials and all of that. Personally, I had several offers from people wanting to do e-covers, video covers, and all those kind of stuff, right? So this niche right now is very, very hot. Now, the thing with this niche is even when work resumes, the demand isn't going to drop, because what happens is when people get introduced to the internet and they start making some money off the internet, they usually don't go back, right? So they may run it as a side business or whatever, but they would always still need e-course covers, they would always still need ebook designs, right? So this niche right now is really, really hot. And if you check your WhatsApp right now, you see on several groups that have to do with teaching and trainings and all those kind of stuff, right? And they all have a premium and all those kind of stuff. So e-course covers are hot right now, right? A lot of people are cashing on e-course covers, and like it's very, very simple to do. For instance, an ebook cover is pretty simple. With all you've learned so far in Photoshop, this would not even be a task at all, right? I mean, you've been able to design your business card in Photoshop. You've been able to do all those other stuff that are even more complex than some of the e covers you see out there, right? So you can key into this at the moment, brand yourself as an ebook or an e-course cover designer, put up some samples. Of course, you have to do some free samples on your own. Put up some samples and post on your social media platforms and just watch the orders rolling, okay? Right? Because a lot of people are doing this at the moment. A lot of people are doing this at the moment. And like I said, it's pretty simple. I already taught you how to use mockups. All you just need is very basic design and mockup. A good mockup. Mockup does the magic of wooing your clients, right? It does the magic of letting your clients um love what you do or love your design. Okay, e-course covers very important. Now another niche I want to talk about now, very, very important. It's still in vogue today, it's going to be in vogue tomorrow, because when it comes to online stuff, nothing is failing. And that niche I'm going to talk about is e-posters for small businesses, right? If you notice also during this lockdown, a lot of small businesses came up, right? Aside the fact that a lot of small businesses came up, they all needed designs, they needed posters, um they needed publicity in some sort, right? A lot of big businesses also and a lot of small scale businesses that usually didn't have an online presence started going online, and that alone increased the demand for posters. Personally, I know how many had to turn down this period because I just needed to focus on the course and all of that. So this poster you see here is a company, is one of the small businesses that a student of mine is involved with. So I just decided to put it here so you can also patronize the business, right? It's a logistics company, so you can as well patronize the business, get their number, they deliver in Lagos and all of that, right? So but that's just on the side. But e-posters for small businesses is one thing that would always sell. And I'll tell you also how you can even make a lot more money from just designing simple e-posters from businesses, right? I'll tell you about that shortly. Okay, but now I want you to know this is a niche that has actually grown in the past couple of weeks, simply because a lot of people were not going out, we're all locked in. So businesses that were previously entirely offline started getting an online presence. So a lot of them needed to promote their business in one way or the other, and this surged. Okay, this surged. Also, people that didn't have a small business before started one. Okay, they started one simply because someone must eat, right? So I think I've stressed that enough. E-posters for businesses, I got several others this period, and this is very profitable at the moment. Okay, so now the third niche that is also very profitable, very similar to e-poster for small businesses, is the social media content. Social media content. Okay, now because a lot of businesses came online, right? A lot of people are putting in efforts into social media content for their business because they realize that, oh, internet is the way to go, right? Even though you have an offline business, it's important to have an online presence also. So a lot of businesses keyed into social media, into creating social media content, and because they realize that images earn you over 20 times, over 30 times more conversion than just text, right? They, of course, always look for designers to create their social media content for them. I'll also tell you how you can cash in on this too. Right, I'll tell you how you can cash in on that in a very short while. Okay, right. So these three niches are niches that are hot in demand at the moment, but aside that, they are not just one hit wonder niches. They are niches that once they grow, they grow. They don't come down to what they are. Okay, what that means is that if more businesses come online, those businesses don't go offline. Okay, if more businesses need posters, they would always need posters. Okay, so they don't, once the demand has gone up, it doesn't come down. Okay, so you just have to position yourself and brand yourself as that go-to guy that has the solutions to their problems. All right, so the reason I'm telling you all of this is because these are like the hotcake niches right now in freelance platforms. So you get involved in this and you are almost sure to start making cash, right? Okay, so these niches are hot in demand right now. So they'll make your work easier. They'll make your work easier on freelance platforms. Okay, so I'd like to go ahead and show you how you can create your freelance profile such that you position yourself as a professional in design. Okay, good. So just stay with me shortly as I introduce you to the freelance platforms.